cheated a lot of times. So, you know,
So you're a
salute.
cheater.
I am a cheater. I cheat.
You do cheat. Why do you cheat?
When I feel like he gets bored.
Well,
I
you
hate
feel like you're bored or you feel like he's bored?
I'm bored. No, I'm human. Like if I'm not happy, I know somebody gonna say, well, if you're not happy, why you stay? Babe,
Complicated.
sometimes
Yeah,
it's complicated.
it's complicated.
Sometimes I need that nigga to keep paying my bill.
But cheating, yeah.
Did she say about paying her bills?
Yeah, you know how it go in America.
I don't think there's anything wrong with what she's saying.
Why?
Because if you get bored, you get bored. You want to go and experiment with other people and do other things? I can understand that. There's one life to live.
I don't.
Based on that little part, my only struggle with that would be that if you have the luxury to say things like that, it means behind you, your environment is set different. Because if I'm working in a job, I can get bored sometimes. But if I know that that job provides the stability I need to function on a day-to-day basis, I won't allow myself to think about the boredom. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I'm bored and I can just quit, cool, I'm bored, I quit, move to another job. If I don't have the luxury to be able to do that, then I'm probably gonna have to stay in that job and humble myself and not let my boredom make me make bad decisions. So why I'm saying I don't see nothing wrong with that is because I'm assuming behind what she's just said, she's really good, which is that she has the luxury to be able to say, when I'm bored, I'll cheat. But if you ain't got that luxury and you just think you can just do that on the whim, normal, then I'm gonna be like, are you sure?
But in a relationship, you would assume that cheating is wrong, right?
Cheating is wrong.
Yeah. So the I think the problem that a lot of people have with that automatically is just the character of the person. That she's a person of poor character. That if things get in a relationship, things are not always going to be at a high.
But
So
her
you just
character is
can't.
basically telling you that she's not really trying to be in a relationship that's boring.
Yeah,
So
and
if
that's
you
what I'm
can't keep
saying.
up with the entertainment, then you shouldn't really be going for her.
But it's an unrealistic expectation anyway of
Not
anybody.
necessarily.
So you should be looking for that one person that could make you excited every single day.
Not
You know
that
how
one
delusional
person.
it is.
She's made it very clear. It's not. She gets bored easily, so therefore she can't be with one person. She's gonna be with multiple people. She just said it. No, to be with one
I took
person.
something else different from that video.
To be with one person is gonna be difficult. There's some people that in this life shouldn't really be in a relationship. Remember, some people go in relationships for stability. Some people go into relationships for security. Some people go into relationships for love. Some people go into relationships because they have to. It's been arranged. We don't know the reason why people go into relationships. Some people go into relationships because they need someone. Some people go into relationships because they want someone. A want and a need are two different things. Some people actually go into relationships because, like I said to you, pathetic wise, I can't buy a house unless I buy it with you. Then once you bought the house, what's left of the relationship? So what do we do now? We just keep paying the mortgage. Great relationship. You know, but she's saying she ain't trying to stick around. When she gets bored, so don't be in a relationship. Be in a situation. Ship, which is the new one now. Have some form of relationship that's not based on one-on-one commitment. Have moments with people and then call it what you need to call it. Because if you're so comfortable to cheat, you don't want to be in a relationship. And if you are going to be in a relationship, she said it, I think she said it towards the end. pay my bills, but that's not enough. Boy, she's just said it. So any man that goes for her, what you know is providing stability, providing money, and even love is not enough for her. She needs different kinds of excitement. I find people like her, I like people like her more than I like others. Purely because she's telling you what she's gonna do. You ain't even gotta figure it out. She didn't twang you, she just showed it on camera. You still wanna go there? She gave you honesty. You can't handle the honesty? But we say we want honesty. Be real. She gave you the real. If you know you can't keep up, don't go there, bruh. What she's looking for is something that you can't provide, bruh. Shout outs to her, man.
Let's go on to are Nigerians aggressive?
Sometimes I having a conversation with my girl, and she'll be like, "Why are you shouting?" Do you know how much that hits me? It's like a jab.
You don't want to talk anymore. Innit?
Yeah, literally.
So you talk to yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
leaving.
It's funny when your girl says it's okay, but when I say it's a problem.
Who? You are laying in bed
Do you know
with
what
you at
is-
night. Why should I listen to your
Do you know what's the Carly's problem is?
Are we laying in bed with you?
I appreciate it. I'm getting to the point now where I'm trying to be mindful as much as I can. Every time when I find myself, I try to, in my hey, yo, reel it back. Anything man's interested in, if I'm going to talk about it, I'm always going to be at here. I'll be honest with you, it's not the nicest thing because after about an hour of talking, you start getting headache. And that's why sometimes I ask this guy, how do you do it?
Ooh, when last you see me do what, man?
bro, guy here, man.
Even right now, your voice
I'm
is
not
high,
sure.
bro.
This is my voice, bro. I got
That's the point I'm
I
making.
got that splat.
Man was born in Nigeria. I feel like Nigeria is just a lot more aggressive. It's a lot.
Yeah, I was. Shout outs to them brothers there. I don't know who they are, but you know, he's got a good point. I was with him until the trauma part. This ain't no trauma. You know, at the end of the day, we raise different. If we are as a people, Yoruba people, Nigerian people, we're loud, and let's say British people are quiet, that's just how they are. That's how we are. If you can handle us, then you understand that it's not actually us being loud. We just have a strong voice. Yes, a lot of the time, it is passion that we speak with, but at the same time, it's passion with frustration. It's a blend. Passion with frustration, with annoyance too, you know? I think what you're looking at more than anything is that if you actually washed the plate before you left, would there have been that noise? I would find it more traumatic if the place was washed and you just shouted anyway. But there's a reason as to why they're shouting. If we don't talk to you in a certain kind of way, will you learn? Tell me now, Los. I took my mum, for example, my mum. You think if my mum spoke to me in the way in which generally people speak to their kids, oh, come, let's talk about it. Do you think I would have listened? The only thing that kept me in line was the fear of my mum. That noise, that aggression, getting sent to Nigeria, the licks, stick, wooden spoon, belt. How do you think this would have worked? Do you think it would have worked by me being nurtured? So what's my punishment? Getting sent to my room? The only thing that kept me in line in school, in life, was knowing it wasn't just getting smacked. It was the fact that I'd have to kneel down in the living room. My friends would be there. Larry and Grant as witness. They'd get sent home, but they won't go. They'd watch me. I'm kneeling down in the living room. My corridor, you could see basically straight through the living room. My mum would walk out of the house to the stick, to the tree, and cut the tree. By the time she's walking in, I'm already crying. I know what pain is coming. I'm crying already. Slowly, she'll take off each leaf and be talking to me. I've been through torture already. Now, you could say that's traumatic. Me, personally, it was a reminder. Then making you stick your hand out to lash you 10 to 20 times and telling you don't cry was a psychological reminder. Behave yourself when you go. All of the things that she did If you want to, you can take it as trauma. Me personally, I take it as a blessing, and I tell you why. I understood for myself that the kind of things that that needed to happen to me is what allowed me to stay in line. In my school, in Kingsford Community School, yeah, I had everything. OCD, the behavior management, whatever. I wasn't the smartest guy in school. I was more of a clown, a joker. The teachers could not handle me. They called my mum even in primary school, every single week. They tried. You know what's so mad, yeah? When I used to get in trouble in primary school, my punishment would be to go and write lines. For the fact that you don't smack me, I said, yeah. I said, all I gotta do is write lines. The lines, give it to me all day long. At first, you should be going to the naughty corner. The naughty corner. Am I in heaven? What's a naughty corner? You're not telling me to kneel down and put my hands up, or you're not telling me to stool down. You're actually sending me to the naughty corner. You're not allowed to go to break. Eh? Anyway, fast forward, yeah. I'm in Kingsford, yeah. I don't want to go into too much of that. I'm in Kingsford, yeah. And I was always getting in problems in class. Always in a problem. Yeah? I think my mum even stopped coming to the school. She just had enough. There was one thing that they tried, yeah? Imagine it took them 3 years, I think, 4 years. I got to year 10. I'm going to say personally, for my own personal self-esteem, I was put in top set IT because I'm a good IT student. But we used to be in Mrs. class, yeah? Shout out to Mr. Man. And Mr. yeah, he was our rugby coach. Yeah? There was one time, yeah, I must have got into something with someone and I was about to go for them. And Mr. Whitehouse, yeah, remember he's a big guy, he's like 6'6", teaching us rugby, but obviously he would bash us around, like he was not afraid. He was a big white guy, like he was not afraid. Lovely in the suit. Proper gentleman, but when it comes to rugby, don't play around with him. As I was about to go and smack the person, I couldn't tell you if it was a boy or a girl. I don't remember too tough. I was to go smack the person in school, yeah? Out of nowhere in the corridor, I felt a hand on my back close. And the person picked me up with one hand up against the wall. And by the time I turned around, yeah, because I was about to smack again, I looked, it was Mr. Whitehouse. And he screamed in my face. I swear, Los, you know when that thing comes to your stomach when you have butterflies, you need to take a shit? But I was shook straight away. The teacher saw him do it, yeah? And immediately they were saying, you're getting sacked. You've basically grabbed the student. But Mr. understood, he knew, to get these boys in line, especially a boy like me, it's not by your stupid detention or whatever else. You need to be in his face. After he grabbed me and he dragged me to the top floor, where the bottom floor is 3 floors, by the way. His room was the top floor. Put me in his classroom, grilled me. After he finished grilling me, we even shared his food because we often share food. He used to give me food. And anytime we were doing IT, he used to give me food. And I swear to you, I adored that man. I loved him for that because if he didn't do that, I would have smacked the person up. I'm excluded. The punishment I would have got at home would have been insane. Nobody called home. But then the school realized is any problems to do with Gabriel, call Mr. Whitehouse. See when Mr. Whitehouse comes down the corridor? Hey, listen, I don't care who said whose mum, who said you're a dickhead. I just stand there and he's like, yep, daddy's coming down the corner. It's long. So then what happened was, yeah, me and Ryan Imbert, shouts to Ryan Imbert, we got promoted from Mr. class to Mr. Whitehouse class. Mr. Whitehouse, teaches top set students. Shout out to Daisy Dumont. You see it? Top set science. Me, I was in top set as well. I was in top set IT. Los. It was a jungle in Mr. class. By the time I got to Mr. room, yeah, Mr. gave us one look. Bro, you see the way the classroom was so quiet, yeah? The computers that they had, it even looked different. Mr. classes got bare colours and stuff like that. Mr. room was bare plain. We would sit in that classroom and I swear to you, we're top set students. We didn't say a pip. Teachers would come in and look at us. How are you doing this? And so be like, they're my students. That guy had us on lock, Los. Now, you could turn around and say trauma or yeah, but he just knew how to deal with a black African kid like myself. And it wasn't by sending me to the naughty corner. What? He had to be in my face, and I respected him for that. He's not allowed to do that, and I'm not agreeing that you should do that with students, but he knew what we needed. And for that, in the end, IT, I was never getting a good grade. Why did I get a C for IT? It was him. So, to be aggressive is one thing, you know, you call it what you want to call it. But if you know how to deal with us, you know that we're not actually being aggressive. We don't want to be like that. We just, it's how we respond. Don't try and bring aggression out of us because you have to have more aggression than we have. And Mr. White has clearly had more aggression than me. In which case, what happened? I humbled myself very quickly, didn't I? Don't get too aggressive with Nigerians.
Kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. Every time, this been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Been looking for me. I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I didn't need this. He has envelopes full of shit proof showing he's been paying child support. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What you doing? I said, don't discuss family business. My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to, like, no. Like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. What do you want? Put my son back on the phone. And my dad loses it. Going in on my mom. And I'm listening to my mom. All that slapping, abuse, and beating me up, choking me when I'm on the floor, beating me with belts, wrapping hangers around other hangers. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her. She talked to me like my entire life. He's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you. And I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad or my sister's dad, she would say, we'll never see your son again if you disrespect.
What's your thoughts on that, mate?
That guy's stupid, man. Why the hell you wait 26 years to meet your dad is insane to me. Regardless of whether your mum says he's this or he's that or whatever else. First of all, yeah, in the first 10 years, I can understand where you're coming from because maybe, you know, you take your mum's word as gospel truth. You know, mum can't do no wrong. It's your mum. She loves you more than life itself. Second 10 years, by that point there, you should have had a few lies and a few contradictions that your mum has made. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, your mum, my mum, everyone's mum. It doesn't make sense what you say, you know. At 26, 26 years, at 26, we're assuming 26, yeah? You ain't thought to yourself by then, you know, to go and ask the man if this is what the case is? What's so crazy is what he's talking about as far as my dad never said that he didn't do any of those things. Again, to me personally, from him, is also insane. You're stupid. Because maybe your dad did abuse your mum. Maybe he did do certain things. Maybe it was more than just he just left. What you want to really focus on is, did you want me or did you not want me? A parent's relationship with each other is so dangerous. So dangerous. Parents use children as weapons so many times because they don't like each other. Sometimes to punish a man, you will remove access to the children. Sometimes to punish a woman, you will make a woman feel less than by making sure you do everything that says, I'm a great dad and your mum ain't shit. That's not for nothing apart from they still have personal issues that they haven't resolved. Maybe he's feeling a certain kind of way, maybe she's feeling a certain kind of way. But you as a child, to take one side is dumb. And I say this to all children going forward. Your mum's version of events is based on how your mum saw it. Your dad's version of events is based on how your dad saw it. Your job is to take both versions and see which ones match so you know secretly what actually happened. Because to go based on purely what they've said is insane. It is absolutely insane. And you're an idiot for that. Personally. I don't have no sympathies for you for that. Because in your mum's mind, she's saying these things and doing these things to protect you. And she would genuinely believe that's actually protecting you, not knowing it's hurting you. Mums don't always do what you want them to do. They do what they think is best for you. Now, what's often best for you is not in actual fact what is best for you, but that's their version of what is best for you. So you even making noise towards your mum is insane. Going on camera making this noise, my brother, exercise a bit of emotional maturity here. There's a reason as to why she's saying what she's saying. And maybe the reason is because he didn't want her anymore. Maybe, but there might be other things that you don't know about. Because to expect your dad to completely tell you the truth is insane. And to expect your mum to completely tell you the truth, again, is insane. There's going to be things that your mum does not tell you because she wants to maintain that she's a mum to you. For all you know, your mum could be the best sloppy toppy on the block. She'll hide that from you because she wants to, maintain, yes, I'm a respectable mum. You think your mum tells you everything? Stupid. My mum has walked into a meeting. Los. She has walked into a meeting in front of, what do they call them in Catholic Church? Mother Rosemary. In front of the mother of the church and the priest and the head teacher talking about, oh yes, where he's baptized and yeah, and talking in such a way that I've sat there in the meeting and thought to myself, is this the same mum? Because before this meeting, fuck them and their stupid church. In that meeting, I swear to you, I sat there, I looked at it, I said, is this my mum? So understanding, so concerned, so like whatever. By the time we left the meeting, I've scratched my head, Los, because I've experienced asking questions in the meeting and received that one in the meeting. So I've learned from that one, I'm not going to ask the questions. And I've also received that for asking after. So what I've accepted is that as Nigerian, you don't ask questions. Only to sit in the car and to hear it on the phone to the shepherd, their stupid fucking communion. We're going to do their stupid communion and do their stupid baptism so we can get into the school. So you want me to go and get a Holy Communion and be baptized just to get into a school when you don't even believe in what it is they're asking you to do? But you know me, if you know you don't want to see purple and your ears ringing, just keep quiet in the car. I learned deception from you. Now to hear you talk about my dad, I have to now question, if you can lie for God, What worse can you lie for? Maybe my dad is not as bad as what he made out to be. So, you gotta take everything with a pinch of salt. I'm not too sure if you're fully telling me the truth plain or your version of the truth. But what I know is I've sat there and watched you tell a lie, something that you've told me never to do, to tell a lie in a meeting so I can get into a Catholic school. Los? Fam, what do you want me to say?
You be like that.
Oh.
And on that note, don't believe all women, innit?
Don't believe all women. Don't believe women. They're gonna tell you their version of the truth, not always the truth is. And that's not because that's not for nothing apart from sometimes they don't know the actual truth. They just want to see it from the way they saw it.
They want you to see it.
They want you to see what they saw, not the actual truth itself. Because it suits their own agenda.
So kids out there, go look for your dads.
Wake the fuck up. Go and look for your dad and go and ask, look, did you or did you not? And the best way, before you go and look for your dad, or even when you're speaking to a woman or anything in your life, the best way to do this is to be completely honest with yourself. Only when you're honest with yourself can you see someone else's bullshit. When you are lying to yourself and convincing someone of your lie, you can't see how they're lying back to you. You come honest, you see people's bullshit. You come telling lies, you're not going to be able to see their own lies. That's my advice to you. That goes with dating, your mum, dad, friend, whoever. Don't lie about who you are. Be honest with who you are. That way, when someone tells you something, you can sit there and you can ask them, so what do you mean by that? You already can tell from what they've said, they're chatting shit. But it's just nice to know that I can continue this conversation with you, even though you're chatting shit. Because I never lied to you from the beginning. So it's easier for me to see your bullshit. Cheers to you.
And on that note, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Bless up.
Thank you.